All right, we should now be live. Fantastic. Oh, no, just as I expected. Do we have to move some things around, but it's okay. Hi, I'm Kira at 858, and today we're playing our fifth episode of It's Our World, uh, pretty much episode five. So here at the cookout, we always start off with like to give love and support for different individuals in the community, and by doing so, we like to give shout outs to different folks. Hopefully, you can take a look at their channel, give them some support and love, and perhaps support them on their endeavor. So first, we would like to give a shout out for actually I was following their channel not too long ago. There's a channel that Usaringer was on. He was D&D. It was called Initial. I think it was called Initial Roll, which is a brand new D&D stream campaign that just came out. Usaringer, who's currently in chat, is playing a character in there who's a halfling artificer. And the characters there are just absolutely phenomenal. Each one has their own specific or own unique perspective, their own personality, and it just made the game just fly by so fast. They actually, like I said, they just started out. Oh, no worries. They just started out. I think they're trying to reach the 50 member mark. So we would definitely, hopefully, like to give them some follows because once you become 50 members in Twitch, that allows you to become an affiliate, which allows you for like emotes and other ordeals and extra content in place. So if you can, definitely give Initial Roll some support and support Usaringer on his streams as he stream tomorrow. Technically, it actually will be tomorrow. So that's our first shout out for today. The second shout out we would like to give a shout out for her. Her name is a Super Rave Monster. Like I said, she's a good friend of mine. She comes in on chat occasionally. She is a streamer who does AI content as well as plays indie games. So if you want to see some unique indie games coming into play, as well as a great individual overall. Like I said, she has a fantastic personality, been with us almost since the beginning. Definitely go ahead and give Super Rave Monster a follow and support her on her endeavors. And the last person we like to give a shout out for, he's a good friend of mine named Markafet. He actually, when I first started playing D&D, he was one of the few individuals I first started playing with. It was actually here in San Diego. We were playing in Game Empire and a couple other sites. We transitioned on to homebrew games. It was just phenomenal. He plays different games on his channels, and his strategies are just professional. Like his hand and eye coordination is remarkable. It's crazy. And like I said, not only that, but he's very charismatic, and like I said, he's very good with talking with chat. He just makes the entire community feel very engaged. So if you can, definitely give Mark Effect follow and support him on their endeavors. So those are shout outs for today. With that said, we could go ahead and move on with our cast members here, my fellow friends here. I do have to move some windows around because some of the windows got adjusted. So I may have to make some adjustments in place. But we'll start first, even those kind of, definitely got moved around quite a bit. We'll start first with Mizzy. Mizzy, if you can, talk a little bit about yourself, character you're playing, and any projects you may be having in the near future.
Yeah, so hey everybody, I'm MZ or Morgan, whichever. You can find me on Instagram at PTKeenArts. Same as last week, don't really, or not last week, the week before. I don't really have anything going on right now. Just kind of going through school, college.
Awesome. Next, we'll start with Achilles, aka Adrian B. Adrian, if you can talk a little bit about yourself and any projects you might have going on. Sorry.
All right, hello guys. It's
Don't
good
do
to
that.
see you all again. I'm Adrian Bear and playing the lovable Achilles. Don't have a lot to shout out this week, although if you want to follow me on Twitter at Wolfman Jessup, that's Jessop. I am actually also a bit of a professional astrologer, and right now I'm trying to run it's a deal between now and Chinese New Year. If you book a reading with me, you can get another free half-hour reading 6 months later down the line. They're usually like an hour long. But if anyone is interested, hit me up on Twitter, DM me. I can tell you the details and the price, and yeah, get your astro on. hit your 2021 goals, yo.
Perfect. Excellent. Next we'll start with Nesra. Nesra, if you can talk a little bit about yourself, any projects you have going on.
Hey everyone, I'm Aaron. I play Nezra, our totally normal human, totally normal cleric. You can find me on Twitter or on Discord at WonderAttacks. And then in the chat, you might see point one non pop up. That is one. So I don't have any projects. I'm just zooming on and some cool professional stuff in my real life. But other than that, things are going. I'm in like so many D&D groups right now. So that's the cool stuff that's going on in my life.
Fantastic. All right, I think I have everything under wraps. Just to give a quick heads up why you saw some box moving around. The weird thing about Zoom is if somebody turns off their video, and then they come back on, for some reason the video placements does not stay in place. So it just gets weird. So then I have to start moving some of the boxes around. So just want to display that real quick. But it's perfectly fine. I think we now should be good to go. And last we have Fell Flames. Fell Flames, we can talk a little bit about yourself, any projects you currently have going
on. Adrian is a great person. If you're interested in astrology, hit him up. That's what I've got.
Absolutely fantastic. And I myself, I am Akira858. Like I said, I normally do drawing streams on here. Like I said, we'll be getting back started on that in the near future. Also, like I said, there may be another project coming in on stream starting in February. But we'll leave more details of that in the near future too. So with that said, last announcement that we have in place is if you're interested to talk about our characters or talk about the content that goes on here in the stream, you can join us at our Discord. I just hit !Discord. From there, you can be able to put fan art, ask any questions about our characters, talk about the campaign, talk about the sessions. We also have VODs on YouTube, so you could be able to, if you follow our Discord, you could be able to, and if you're not able to keep up with the entire stream, you can join our Discord, watch the VOD, and then catch up on what you may have missed out. As well as we have other things like watch parties and many other things in the community. So it's a great place overall. So if you're interested, like I said, just join our Discord, and we'll love to see you there. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and move on to our intro video, and then we'll go started on Inside World, episode 5.
Being way too quiet. Just saying.
Perfect. And we are now back. Like I said, I'm always so excited to see that intro video again. For those who don't know, Ringer in chat was the one who made the song for that intro video. So he definitely has some skills on the keys. I also did what is the announcement that unfortunately we are down one player today. Our fellow monk friend, my brother from in game, as well as in real life. He was not able to make it today, but hopefully he should be able to join back shortly. So we're just going to continue the session and just, kind of presume that he's just on the quiet side of the spectrum. So with that said, Fell Flames, you go ahead, take it away.
This is going to be an interesting encounter because you will be fighting Ringer, according to the chat. Not sure how we're gonna make that one work, but we're gonna make it happen.
Is he in a coup? Is he in roll 20? I'm not sure. I have to take a look.
It's going to be like that stick figure versus animator thing where the intro video is fighting us now.
Yep.
That'd be awesome.
So, where we last left off, you all had obtained from a very interesting little city with very few citizens a scroll that stored a spell, which you had just been about to activate on a on someone. And we had left off before we determined the result of that particular spell.
This is true.
I was thinking last night, I was like, oh yeah, what did we do? Oh yeah, we healed the dude. No, wait. We didn't find out. I was so frustrated last night when I was doing like my little internal recap that we left on a cliffhanger for that spell.
Yep. So, you know, it's to be continued.
So let's resolve that. What you all see happen is Achilles is handling the spell scroll, and he takes it and places it against the wound, as mentioned. You see him kind of focusing. It seems like he's muttering some words that are written on the scroll. And do any of you speak Celestial?
I believe Achilles and Nuvian do, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Nuvian does, yes, but he's not here. Okay, so yeah, so Achilles, you understand the words, and you can tell it's very much it's interestingly seems to be a spell of it's deals with removing a curse, but a lot of the language actually tends to deal with transference. And what you see happen is that as the curse is removed, you can see sort of the damage done to the flesh that was trying to repair itself. That like magic actually is pulled from the wound and is stored in the scroll. There's a little circle on the scroll, and it actually pulls the curse out and stores it in on the scroll. So you have some information contained in the scroll about how the curse was actually cast and what it was meant to do. If you want to keep track of that in your notes, that's what you all see happen. The curse is magically pulled from on the poor man laying back on the bed and is transferred to the scroll.
Achilles will take a moment, and he'll just sort of like roll the scroll back up and sort of like tie it up and tuck it away, and put his hand on Daniel as well, and just use my healing hands and just dump the 4 points into him, just for a bit of a wake up.
So you can see that the wound actually, for the most part, heals itself up now that the curse has been removed. There's still like a little bit of scarring and a very small wound at the point of impact that's left over, but most all of it knits over as you lay your magical healing upon him.
Okay, nice.
Does it look like he would require more healing?
You gather that he's not like fully healed, but he's no longer on the verge of death. As he was being kept by the curse. It's up to you if you'd like to try and heal him further. He does not appear to be bloodied anymore.
Daniel, can you hear me?
I don't recognize your voice. Who are you?
I'm a friend of your daughter's. My name is Achilles. Elia, your father seems to be okay now.
Pleasure to meet you, Achilles. Do I have you to thank for getting rid of my fever dreams?
Well, all the fine folk that are assembled here, actually, and the help of a wonderful, wonderful creature who assisted us in recovering what we needed to help you out.
You see his eyelids kind of flutter, and he finally opens his eyes and he says, well, if I should ever meet the creature, I'd like to thank them. And he kind of rubs at his own eyes a little bit and he says, well, I surely would like to thank all of you for your assistance. Um, I was not dreaming pleasantly. I'll spare you the details, but I'm glad to be back.
Well, what hurt you?
Well, it was some sort of dagger, but it can't have been a normal dagger because the last thing I can really remember is being stabbed. I'm not sure what happened after that or how I ended up wherever we are.
Did you see who did it?
Ah,
I couldn't see their face.
I might have a wee bit of information about who was responsible for that.
I have some, I suppose you might call it a theory, but sounds like you might know more than I do, which is weird. And you can see like confusion sort of comes across his face. He's still trying to line things up, doesn't completely get what's going on.
The location that we managed to find the scroll at was unique and special. And forgive me for talking in vagaries, but as your daughter maybe intimated, it might not be that safe to speak in complete terms, lest we be somehow being spied upon in some form. But the manner in which we retrieved the scroll, I was able to retrieve another piece of very useful information, which I think you might find pertinent, but I don't know if there's a way I can give it to you without. Oh, there is a way I can give it to you without Nezra.
Achilles. Yes. And so I will link up with Achilles first, and then whatever information he gives me, I can then relay it to Daniel.
So Achilles will speak to you. It's like when we were asking for what we needed there in the vault, I asked for the identity of the person who was responsible for cursing Daniel here. It is a man known as Arkan Mardinald.
What was the last name?
Mardinald, Mardinald.
Mardinald. Okay.
Right. So if
Any
you want to
other
relay that.
information?
No, I think, like the scrolls were quite specific. I guess if I'd asked for a broader context, I would have gotten a broader context. But it's like one of those be careful what you wish for kind of things. I need to know the identity of this person. And I got a name.
Fair enough. Daniel, would you mind if I had a conversation with you? My name is Nezra.
We're having a conversation now, aren't we? Sorry,
Yes.
I'm not fully. Things are still weird. We're talking, right? This isn't like a dream or something. You can see he like literally starts pinching himself on the arm.
Yes. Allow me to explain, and then I will switch to speaking in his head. I meant a conversation like this, not out loud. Oh, do calm down. I am not reading your thoughts, but if you think something hard at me, I will be able to hear it. Achilles just wanted me to pass along the information of a name of the person who did this to you.
Thinking thoughts at you.
Beautiful. You're doing a fantastic job.
This is.
Do you know
weird.
the name Arkan Mardinald?
Well, Sort of.
Would you say you know this person well enough to get within the 5 feet necessary to be stabbed by them?
I'd hardly think so. It seems a bit odd. Why do you ask? That's one of the High Lords of Bastion.
I apologize. Allow me to rephrase. Achilles said that Archon Mardinald is the person who stabbed you.
It sounds a bit odd for him to be doing that sort of dirty work himself. Like, as I said, he's one of the ruling lords of Bastion.
Since I have you here in this quiet conversation, maybe you would like to give us a more context. You see, we came here at the behest of your wife, Celia. She was concerned because Elia had left and not returned. And so we came here in good faith, just trying to make sure that Elia was okay. And we found you gravely injured. Perhaps there's something you'd like to tell us about that.
I was stabbed. That's how I got gravely injured. I'm not sure what you're intimating.
I am wondering if your business practices have perhaps put you in a situation of some amount of danger that would explain why a High Lord would be responsible.
I don't think so.
What is it that you do for a living?
I'm a trader.
I assume that's with a D and not a T. So what do you trade?
Yes, of course. Mostly in the sort of goods that nobles might concern themselves with. Silk, uh, armaments of a more decorative nature. Perhaps might be asked to acquire things, being that I have men in my employ with horses that are quite good at traveling quite quickly. I can sometimes acquire things.
Have you, on your most recent venture, were you requested to acquire something in specific? I understand. I am not intending to pry into your business life, but I do want to ensure that there's going to be no further attempts on your life as we ensure that you get back to the lovely Lady Celia.
He says, I don't think that it has anything to do with my business. I can see you're getting at trying to discover what might have happened, and it has nothing to do with my business. If I were to make a true guess based on the details that are slowly coming back to me, I have to believe it's because I overheard a conversation that I wasn't meant to hear.
Interesting. Well, I want you to understand, we are. What's the nice way to put this? Uninterested, except to the extent that we care about your well-being. So, if you would like to share the details of that conversation, then perhaps that would help us to keep you and your family safe until we can reunite you. But this is not a. The information you would provide is not payment for a service. We're not requiring you to tell us anything.
Yeah. I think I understand what you just said. Sorry, I think my gears are still turning on a bit. Listen, I think I don't totally understand. but I think I overheard a kidnapping being planned.
Of who? Did you get that information?
I don't know.
But Lord Mardinald was involved.
He was one of the people speaking.
Did you recognize to whom he was speaking?
I'd never heard the other person's voice before.
Well, I would say that you have quite a solid theory then.
It's
Right.
certainly missing some key components, but it's half an idea, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. What is your next step? What's your goal? Is it to return home?
Hell no. We've got to find a way to get my wife out of the city.
Okay. Do you have a I don't know, a countryside manor or something that you would be retreating to?
No, I suppose I might be able to think of a friend or an employee that I trust well enough to keep us safe for a short time, but I don't, and even if I did, I hardly believe that place would be safe.
Interesting. Well,
Elia and Harry at the moment are not involved in the conversation, and so they're just kind of looking at Daniel, and then at all of you, and then at Daniel, and wondering why Nezra is just kind of staring at Daniel and nothing else is happening.
Well, Nezra is like doing the hand gestures of a conversation, like as she's not speaking, but she is doing the like.
Achilles will say, I mean, Harry, you should be used to that. I think you know what she's doing.
Mm-hmm. And Kara's like, oh, I see this before. I'm used to it too.
Give me a moment. Let me confer with my friends here. Maybe we have a few ideas on ways that we can get Lady Celia out, and I don't know, maybe even a place that you could go to. Just rest. How do you feel? Do you think that you require more medical assistance? I am a healer, you see.
I'm not sure yet. I still sort of feel like I just got hit over the head with a large warhammer, perhaps wielded by an orc captain of some sort. But I no longer feel like I'm in dreams of death. So we've certainly moved a lot in the positive direction, but my head is ringing rather a lot. Although that could just be that you're speaking to me in my head, which is still strange.
So I will stop that, and I stop speaking in his head. Can I make a medicine check just to see like if it would be worth pumping some healing into him? 21.
You gather it would help. He's not at like his maximum amount of health. Essentially, there are still wounds that could be repaired. There's still tiredness that could be wiped away through healing. But he's not like bloodied, and he's no longer on the verge of death. So it's kind of the healer's call how much you want to help.
I will extend a hand, and when he touches it or doesn't, we'll do a cure wounds.
He kind of goes to touch it, but he shakes it like he thinks you're asking for a handshake.
I happily shake it while I heal him.
That's the warmest handshake.
Oh, nice! Max heal for 13 points of healing.
Nice.
You can see as he's shaking your hand, he kind of... Wow, that's rather an interesting, nice trick you have there. And he starts like, stretching his muscles out a little bit, like, oh, weird.
Thank you. I don't know about the rest of you. I am a little bit peckish. Are we planning to stay down here? Are we going to go maybe upstairs? I don't know where we are in the level of Harold's opinion. And I'm looking at Harry when I say this. about should we be keeping it down low?
Well, I'm not sure. I don't think he would be happy to find out that I went to you all for help, or that we sort of brought you into the fold, as it were. But also, Mr. Daniel's feeling better. Mr. Murner's feeling better. So I suppose all well that ends well on that one. I don't know. We could try it, see what happens.
I mean,
I
he
mean-
is aware that Lord Murner and his daughter are on the premises.
Oh, yes. I don't think he would have let me use his room here if he had been unaware.
Would it be better to invite him down to meet with us then?
Perhaps. Do you want me to try?
Sure. Why don't you?
And you know, if your dad's feeling a bit stressed out about it, like I'm quite good with my old elbows and stuff and working knots out of people's shoulders if he wants a little bit de-stressing.
Will meditation help?
So I'm sure that always helps.
While that's happening, I'm going to kind of gesture for everyone for like a little group huddle in the opposite corner. It's kind of like circle up, circle up.
For Yakara, it's really easy. He pretty much just probably comes up to your waist section, so he just like, whoop.
In the middle.
Yeah, just in the
Is
middle.
he
Yeah,
light enough I can give him like piggybacks because
Oh, yeah,
everything
easily.
in me wants to.
easily.
All right,
It
David.
is
He's only like
I'm
screaming
popping
out to put him on
back
your shoulders.
he's
So
literally
you
like
see-
2'9". He's a tiny dude.
So you see Harry leaves the room, and goes back up goes this way, and goes back up to the floor above. You are now in the room with Alaya and Danny.
And is Alaya focused on her dad?
Yeah, she's just she hasn't really said much. She still looks rather like a combination of worried and surprised at the same time. We're sort of at like one of the best possible outcomes for her, so she's just kind of actually she's looking at him like a bit surprised, but the way you would expect like a doting daughter that really loved her father to sort of be looking at him very relieved and happy that he's feeling better.
Okay, so a longer conversation, didn't get a ton out of it. Suffice to say that Lord Murner has an idea of why the person that you told me, Achilles, might have attacked him, and his goal is to get Lady Celia out of the city to somewhere safe. So if we have some ideas for areas of safety we could get them to, I would like to suggest, if the rest of you are open to this, that it would be a good next step for us in order to ensure Lady Celia's safety.
I've been thinking about that myself, to be honest. Getting out of Bastion's a very good idea. Heirloom's obviously not a possibility.
Ding ding, ding ding. We'll pause on the ding ding for a second. What's your question?
What are the other towns and or cities or things that are close by?
Let's go back to the other map for a moment.
Okay.
Oh, look at that.
So
Because
we've
you-
been to
you all would
Crossroads
be-
and Bastion, and that's pretty much it, right?
Yeah, you all
Yeah.
would be relatively familiar
Gilga,
with the
Achilles.
Yeah.
There's Gilga
Place.
here, and then there's the Crossroads, and there's Bastion. You all are at the Hirondo Orchard over here. There's Maw, which is to the south.
Mhm.
Maw is actually a free city. They're not a part of Bastion. Bastion is actually sort of at the western edge of their territory. Erlorn was a free city before it was destroyed. They have Bastion Rengi, all the cities in this region over to Sindel, Versalia, Brisbane, and Lochori. And then once you get into the forest over here, these areas are also free cities.
Right.
Well, actually, I'll say you don't know too much what their alliances are with each other. You just know they're not a part of Bastion.
Okay. So Achilles will say, I think a closer bet would be trying to maybe get them down to Ma, but there is a little matter that I've been thinking about as well since we heard the news, and I've kind of, I think our time there in the magical city and all the talk about truth made me kind of confront something a little bit I have been a little bit worried about, to be honest, but I never really brought it up before. You see, Erlon blew up, and that my dad was kind of supposed to be returning from there, trading supplies. So I think I might want to tell my ma that I don't know if our dad is okay or not. So a selfish part of me feels like maybe we should head back that way and try and make our way to the cities towards the free cities towards the east.
Ding ding. Ding ding. Elia looks over to this corner, over here, and you see fear in her eyes.
What's wrong?
Ding ding. Oh no.
What's wrong?
That's the warning bell.
4?
Being that we were the people that Mr. Daniel had been, the orchard's under attack. Short answer.
I appreciate your succinctness.
Great.
I don't know what to do. Actually, Dad, and she kind of like helps him up, as fast as she can, so that
Wait,
he's like ready to be mobile. And she's like, you can see she's kind of starting to freak out.
Wait, who's attacking it?
I don't know. We should probably get out of here.
Is there another exit to this basement? Like,
No, we'd have to go through the house.
Shouldn't we stop
All
the
right.
attack? Cause why?
Kara, I think all they know is ding ding at this point, but we could definitely go find out.
Okay, cause they should attack. If they attack, we attack back.
I agree. Daniel, you're still a wee bit weak there. Like, would you like me to try and carry you?
So, Nuvian, actually, because this is going to be convenient, takes him around the shoulder and says, I believe I could support the poor man and ensure that he's protected.
That's good thinking there, like Nuvian.
Right.
Be careful.
Okay. Which of you is the? Well, no, that would be a Kara, and I'm not really comfortable with that.
I can send Catherine out to scout out a
Good
little bit
idea.
before we go ahead.
Good
if you
idea.
like.
Yes.
I'm confused.
All right. So I'm going to try and open up the top areas as softly as I can and try to get Catherine out there and see what she can see.
Roll me 2 perception checks. One of them will be for sort of the immediate sight, and one will be for hearing.
Okay. So the sight, should I use my perception bonus, and the hearing, should I use my perception and the sight Catherine's? Because they're different. They're different
yeah,
pluses.
that makes sense to me.
Okay. All right. Okay. For hearing, I got a 13. And then on Catherine's sight check, she's nice, which is nice. She did not do too well. Actually, she got a 12.
So for the sight, kind of, we don't have a good marker for Catherine, do we?
Oh,
I'll
a
have to
token?
find one some stage. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no token on the map for.
Anybody in chat, start making fan art of Catherine.
This is kind of basically. You all see
We just see a black screen. Oh,
Black
there you
screen, yeah.
go. Oh, there you go.
you should be here.
Okay.
I zoomed. Oh, okay. I just wasn't zoomed out far enough.
Yeah, I was zoomed out far enough.
Gotcha.
I don't know where.
So this is kind of what basically Catherine is able to see at the moment.
Okay.
Sort of a room with 2 exits to it. There's no Harry around, but she does hear the sound of swords clashing against each other.
Okay.
Metal colliding is very familiar to Catherine, giving you our
Yes.
occupation.
Very true. I would like to try and have her move as softly as she can. And I want her to move towards the direction of the sounds to see what she can see where the fighting is. So would I be able to get her to do a stealth check?
Yes, you may.
Okay. Oh, that's amazing. And she's super good at it too. Natural 20 for a total of 26 on her stealth.
Ooh. Ninja vanish.
Come on, Catherine.
Catherine got this.
What was the total?
26.
Okay.
All right. So and she is going to pitter-patter her way towards the sounds, and Achilles is just standing there, and obviously he's looking through her eyes wherever she's going.
So here's what you see. Catherine moves into this area and sees sort of these other doors and regions here. And she gets just a moment to react because she rolled a natural 20.
Yeah.
One of the guards rolled a natural 20, but her bonus is higher. So she has like a bit of time because she has the advantage on the total roll.
Okay.
But she sees these 2 guards here, and they haven't like yet noticed her, but they're kind of searching the room.
Okay.
And
As soon as she sees that and they're searching the room, Achilles will summon her back, and you'll say, right, there are 2 guards that are coming in one of the next rooms. I reckon if we are fast enough, we can get out, and we can maybe get a shot at them before they get out. But I think one of them might have seen Catherine.
Sounds like there is no time to waste.
Let's get out there.
Aloya, would you and Nuvian and your father stay here until we take care of those guards?
Are you sure you don't want my help?
If you want to help, you're more than welcome to.
Okay.
All right. I will go on ahead, if that's okay with everyone.
I want to be right behind you.
Okay.
And I'm going to give myself Vigilant Blessing, which means my next initiative roll has advantage.
I'm going to. And he makes his way forward.
Nice.
Yeah, Serena will stay in the back.
Awesome. So Achilles will be up the steps, and my goal, if it is at all possible, is the moment I'm up the steps, Catherine will not be on his shoulders. She'll be sort of at his heels, and she will be a little bit back. And what I want to do is to run forward and try and use my psychic powers to throw one of the guards into the other guard. That's what I would like to try and do, but we'll see if I get to do that before they do shit.
Okay. So I have sort of captured the rest of the marching order kind of coming up.
Okay.
This is what you see as you come up. There's one guard in your room, and he, because you did not really try to stealth, he kind of turns and notices you. You
Yeah.
have a moment to kind of change your goal from like try to throw him into the other guard. I'm not sure what your ranges are, but this is what you see in
Let me
the moment
see.
before attack.
If Achilles is going to change his tactic, instead he
Oh no.
take out his lead door stop, and he's going to cast
Uh-oh.
that is right in the room.
What spell is he casting? One more time.
Catapult.
Okay.
All right. I'll tell you. I think I have to roll for it. So I don't think it's a spell save thing here. As soon as this comes up. Okay, the creature must make a dexterity saving throw. So it's a spell save of 12. On a failed save, the object strikes the target and stops moving. Okay. Stopping early impacts. If the object would strike a creature, the creature must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, the object strikes the target and stops moving. When the object strikes something, the object and what it strikes each take 3d8 bludgeoning damage. So I'm hoping that lead thing taking bludgeoning damage is not too much of an issue.
He does not pass his dexterity saving throw.
Tight. Alright, so 3d8. Need another d8. So I can throw some lead at this man.
Here we go.
Not bad. 9 points of bludgeoning damage. So it's just running up and whacks him in the head.
You throw the catapulted thing right at him. It smashes into him. It puts a dent into his shield, actually. But
Okay.
you can see that he is armored and carrying a shield
Okay.
as he kind of comes in on you. And we'll say he sort of meets you about the time the Nez is coming up. So it'll be in lieu of initiative, given the way that you guys are sort of entering, we're going to use your marching order for this first part here. So
Does
we
my
will go to
Vigilant
him.
Blessing give me any advantage for turn order?
What could you remind me what the spell Vigilant Blessing does?
It would give me advantage on initiative rolls.
I'll say sure. In this case, it'll let you act before he does. What would you like to do?
Okay. Then I am going to Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
So that'd be 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Awesome. So that will be 13 points of radiant damage, and the next attack against him has advantage.
It would, but you have slain him.
Splat.
Hey there, Achilles.
Nice work there, Nessa.
I'm gonna move out of the way of the door so everyone else can get up.
After Ikara comes up, this guy comes here, and he actually throws the spear that he's holding at Achilles.
Don't have super high AC, so probably gonna hit.
Does an 11 hit you?
That's my armor class.
Are you serious?
Wait, really?
Achilles is a farm boy. He can't afford no expensive
Oh
armor.
no,
Why
Achilles!
in the world did you go up first?
Yes.
Because
Crazy.
that's what he does. That's what he
Oh
does.
no!
no,
Have
that's
to
like.
make him some armor or something.
Okay, I
Ugh.
got spare the dying. I got spare the dying on.
Achilles
Yeah.
will be fine.
Achilles is just like middle power, and then like in a few sessions, you guys are gonna buy him some armor, and he's gonna go from like middle to like strong as a blind man.
I think there's something I can do here as a reaction. I'm still getting used to these psychic powers.
Do
If
you
you'll give
do
me
you
a
have the shield
second.
spell? Oh,
It's something along those lines. Protective field as a reaction. Let me read what this does here.
Oh yeah.
You harbor. Okay. When you or another creature you can see within 30 feet of you takes damage, you can use your reaction to expend one psionic energy die. Roll the die and reduce the damage taken by the number rolled plus your intelligence modifier. So I will use that
okay.
once,
Go ahead
but
and
yeah, obviously you roll the damage
well,
first
go
and then I
go ahead and
subtract.
expend it and tell me how much you're subtracting.
Okay. 5 points damage.
Okay. You reduce it by 5, and you end up taking 3 points of damage instead.
Nice. So you guys will see that as the spear is thrown at Achilles, this sort of shimmering field of like slightly golden energy appears in front of him, and it definitely slows the spear down a little bit.
There's a low growl underneath Ikara's voice when he sees the spirit come in. Just a small. And you gotta tell there's a draconic essence that has still definitely started to escape as he sees danger ahead.
The other two come up, and Serena, you will not have movement left, but you could cast a spell or potentially fire a ranged attack if you wanted to. But before that, I'm going to say that Elia actually casts a spell. And I need to roll a thing for him.
Does Akara get a turn?
I don't believe that he has any ranged abilities. Do you, Ikara?
No, but I'm super quick. I have 40 feet of movement, so I would be able to get on them.
So the
Step
problem
away
in
as
this
well, I
case,
guess.
the problem in this case is that you all are sort of expending your movement, being stuck in a funnel as you're walking up the ladder. So for the initiative round, it's less like to do with your movement. That'll factor in the next round. This particular round, you all were like coming up the ladder. Does that make sense?
I do actually have a rage ability. I have Breath of Fire, Breath of the Dragon, which is a 20-foot cone, or I can make a 30-foot line. But Achilles is in front of me, so he wouldn't do that. He technically has one more. You know what? He's going to do it. Because how far is he away? He only can do this once a day, but 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Wait. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, okay. I think he's 5 feet ahead. Never mind then. I have technically two distance abilities, but I think he's one box.
One block too far.
Yeah, one block too far. Because I think it's 30 feet away.
Master planning on my part.
Master plan.
So what you all do see happen though, is he starts glowing with a purple glow as Elia mutters some words, and you see he lights up with a purple glow around his entire figure. He has been fairy-fied.
Heck yeah.
So it's
Um,
double
Vampire is
advantage
so
now.
underrated.
It is,
Wait,
yeah.
why double advantage?
Oh, because he got hit with the guiding bolt.
Oh, the guiding
That's
bolt.
why.
Oh,
And the other one.
That guy's dead.
Right. Okay. Yeah. That's
The
a
guiding
different
bolt.
dude.
Yeah, the guiding bolt
Yeah.
killed him.
Okay.
Nezra is very carefully not having a crisis about having killed someone just yet. It'll come.
It will go.
oh no.
There's a time for everything, right? Corinne, what did you want to do? I know you have several ranged thingies, so
Yes, I just want to see. Okay, yeah. That's. Wait a minute. Let me measure that one more time. Gosh, diddly dang it. It's gonna be at disadvantage. I think? Yeah. I'll roll it anyway. It's going to be a 19. With my crossbow, by the
yeah, that's gonna hit.
way. That is a d6. It's max damage plus another 6, so 12.
What? 6. That's
Mhm.
gnarly. That's pretty good bonus.
Gotta love that repeating shot.
So yeah, he takes his bolt into the stomach. If he survives this without some first aid, like he'd probably die of the flesh wound anyway. But he seems to still be up for the moment. He is bloodied. At this point, I'll return it to Achilles.
How far is he from me? Okay, so he's not too far. So Achilles is going to run up, and he has got both of his blades out, and I'm going to ask you if this will be like a free action, because it's more for flavor and for flair than anything else. It doesn't do anything specific, but if you'll remember that he has been collecting gravel and rocks and stuff on the road and putting them in a little bag. As he runs up, he just wants to throw some on the ground and stuff, because the crunching helps him understand where people are. So you let me know how you would like to roll that.
Typically, you get one free object interaction, so per turn, and you've already drawn your weapon. So this will be sort of your free object interaction, is getting a handful and throwing it onto the ground.
Okay. So I've already got my weapons, and this will be this free object interaction.
Yep.
Okay.
Because like,
cool. So,
yeah, because like typically, if you pick something up off the ground, you can do that for free.
Okay.
If you pick 2 things up off the ground, the second one is a bonus action. Is like the way the action economy tends to work in 5e. Yeah. So in this case, you'll be good because you're only doing one object interaction.
Awesome. So he is going to do that, and as he's collecting his sword, he does get a handful of the scrabble and sort of like throws it up all around the ground there, so he can hear the crunching a little bit better and hear when people move around. And he is going to move right up to the man, and he is going to attack. Can I move used man? Oh, I cannot move him. Can you move him?
Oh, did I do the thing where you don't have control of the token?
Yeah, I don't have control of the token.
I mean, I wasn't going to say anything, but yes. Earlier, I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to just move out of the way of the stairwell. Nope, sure didn't.
Hold on. I mean, like, can y'all blame me? Would you trust you guys? You know what I'm saying? Like,
he's gonna move to this area so that people have more of a line of sight.
Nezra, check yours.
Hey, I've got him now. Awesome.
Yep.
All right, cool.
Ikara,
And
check
then
yours.
so he's got his 2 blades out.
All
He
right,
will
cool.
Serena, check yours.
All good.
So that is the first one is a 17 to hit. No, sorry, 19.
19 hits.
And then the bonus offhand weapon is a 17.
17 also hits.
Okay, so I'm not sure how damaged this dude is, so we will see. Maybe save that for other people. Yeah, I think I'll save that for other people. So the on-hand weapon is 3 points of slashing damage, and the offhand weapon is 1 point of slashing damage. Son of a bitch.
For a total of
4. I should have just thrown something at his head.
woo.
I'm gonna save the extra force damage I can do, because there's probably gonna be more people down the line that might be worth more than this. And then what do I roll? I roll a 1 damage dice.
It's probably fine. There's probably only 2 enemies on this whole map that's way larger than the
So it's cool. I will save the good psionic stuff for later. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay. Nezra. In the way that we've been going, it'll be your action now.
Okay, so I am going to first Sacred Flame. Am I? Yeah, I got the range. I will Sacred Flame first, and then I will take my movements. So it's a DC 15 Dex save.
He's not rolling very well. He fails his dexterity save. So roll damage.
6 points of radiant damage.
Nezra has just killed another person.
Nice.
Two in a row.
See Nezra do. Okay, process that later. And then I will take.
While Nezra compartmentalizes that, let's take our short break now.
Okay.
Because I have a DM that I need to respond to, and then we'll come back and we'll have a very, very nice, happy time with no danger, I'm certain.
Will we still be in initiative order, or will we be out of initiative for a little bit?
You'll be out of initiative for a little bit, and we will actually roll initiative if we have another encounter. It was just because of the way that we were funneling up, I decided to sort of keep it easy on that one.
Yeah.
But we'll do it normal after this.
All right, fantastic. So like I
Our
said,
first comeback.
yes. I can say we're a pretty good group so far. So thank everybody for watching currently so far. We'll be taking what you said, a 10-minute break.
Yeah, just take a short 10-minute break.
Yep. 10-minute break. And so we'll be back once again. If you're enjoying it, you can join us and our Discord. The link is right up above. Talk with us about the campaign and talk about our, fan art, everything of that nature. And we'll be seeing you again soon in 10 minutes. See you in a bit. Change this. Wait 1 second. All right, and we are now back. We are live for our second half of It's Our World, episode 5. So, Fell Flames, take it away.
All right. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and hand that back over to you all because you have just defeated the enemies immediately around you, and you can hear behind you, Nuvian is currently trying to help lead um, Daniel up the ladder behind you all.
Um, Elia, which way is the most direct way out of the house? Preferably towards the backside if possible.
Well, I suppose you could make a hole in the wall. She kind of like points over at the walls over here.
Say.
Are you sure about that?
Does
Well-
tend to attract attention.
I rather think that the orchard is in trouble now that it's under attack. I'm not certain how much they'll care about a hole in the wall.
Are there any windows in this room?
There are. Yeah, there are. It might be kind of tough for people that are carrying a lot of equipment to climb through, but many of you are like, yes.
Sorry, can I take a peek out and see what it looks like? Like, does it look like we are in?
It looks like you're in the middle of an apple orchard. There's like just apple trees, mostly what you see
But we
behind
don't
you.
see any like active combat outside the window here.
No, not outside the window here. Are you going to look for like the windows around here as well?
Yeah.
There's one here, so you'd have to move to here to see.
I will move to there. Actually, I'll move to the door, make a perception, and then move there. And I'm not going to walk into a room full of soldiers.
Achilles is just gonna come
No,
back
you're
here
fine.
quick and pick up his late doorstop.
Roll me a perception check with disadvantage, Nezra.
Okay. Not gonna be good. Total of 10.
Okay. You do see that there is no one directly in front of the house, or like off-angled this direction. But you can't entirely see all the way to the other side of the house.
Does anyone know
If I were listening for
Let
where
me-
the fighting sounds like, would it be from like the southwest?
It sounds like it's somewhere in. Sorry, just because you all would know like roughly how big the place is, I'm trying to reveal just the edges of it super quick. So this is like the size of the place, and the sort of where you would know of where the doors are. Your best guess is it sounds like it's happening from like straight out this front door somewhere.
Okay. Can I take a
But you
look through
can't see
the door to the next room to see if there's anyone in there?
Sure.
And Ikaru's going to try to take a look through this location as well to see if he can see Harry. Because if he hears fighting and he doesn't, Harry's not around. He's worried of where Harry may be. So may I take a look and see if Harry's out here? Or do I see Harry outside the window?
You cannot see anyone from that window.
Oh, okay.
So, like, basically what you'd be able to see is more or less like a cone. This away.
Okay.
And like this away.
I love your trees.
They're beautiful.
And you do
Works of
not
art.
see anyone in the area. Now, further off the map is kind of obscured because of all of the trees everywhere. But you don't see anything out in front of there.
Okay.
But you do still hear
Yeah.
fighting. And from this floor, it's all clearly happening somewhere around here.
Right, so where did we get on that hole in the wall business? Do you want me to make one?
I mean, there are perfectly serviceable windows that we could break here.
Or
Let's not reinvent the wheel.
just doors. Don't have to knock down anything or break anything.
I am worried for both Harry and Harold.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to check the rest of the house.
Same.
Alright then. Does anybody want to come check out this area with me?
Boy, I'll come with you.
Alright.
So Ikara and I will clear house left. You guys will clear house right.
Yeah. And Catherine is going to be just a bit. She'll be like behind me, but like to the middle of us, so she can have a look out there. So I'm getting a POV cam of myself as I'm running forward.
If you're moving to check out rooms, go ahead and like move to the door that you're trying to check out.
Here.
Goes over here.
Yep. So you should be able to see into that room now.
Yes.
If the car is moving forward, I am moving with the car.
Are there any windows in this room?
Actually, no. So the room that you are in, Serena, is actually a storage area. It's lined with shelving and tools that's sort of like off to each side, like on this side and on this side. So you see a lot of like baskets for bushels. There's a lot of like farming instrument sites.
Is there a pitchfork by any chance?
There is, yeah.
Achilles is going to take one of the pitchforks.
Okay.
Also, before we left, I'm going to have Cog stay with Alaya.
Okay, over by here.
Yeah, over there.
Okay.
Ikara's gonna look through. What's this? A door? Or a window?
That is a door.
Okay. Is
Is
it
there a
closed?
window outside here?
Ikara, make me a perception check.
Okay.
Nezra 2.
Okay.
6. Oh, okay. 19.
Ikara, as well as Nezra, but Ikara, you're a little bit more confident about it. It feels as though the sounds have gotten louder
Oh boy.
as you've moved this way in the house. But there's no one in the room that you've just checked.
Are there any windows on this side?
Yes, there's one in the bedroom right here.
Yeah. Can I stealth to the window? Because I do want to
Roll
look
it.
outside without drawing attention.
Roll it.
Ain't gonna be good, especially since I have disadvantage.
Oh, you have. Wait, what the?
That'll be a 6. It was a 19, but
Oh.
then it was a 6.
Oh, no. Oh, God. Okay.
I'm not sure. I guess I must have heavy armor.
Yep.
So that
Sounds
must
about
be-
right. The clink, 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 clink.
I don't even have that high of an AC. I don't know. I'll have to double check my.
Moves to the window, and you see some melee fighting happening.
There
out
they
here.
are.
Unfortunately, this archer also notices you and puts an arrow straight through the window, coming directly at you.
Oh no.
Yeah, all right. Fair enough. Fair
Um,
enough.
Does a natural 20 for 26 hit you?
No, certainly doesn't. Yeah,
Wow.
sure does.
That's an 8. Okay. Nezra, as this arrow punches through, it shatters the glass of the window, which must be why it hurts so damn much, because it
Wait,
strikes you right in the chest.
I can't do deflect
Ah.
missile on her, right? Because it wasn't attacked at me. Ah,
It
crap.
wasn't targeting you.
Okay.
What? How many points of damage was it?
9.
Mm.
Horrible as
9.
natural 20s go.
But yeah, I mean, I was one-shotted the other day, so 9's fine. No, in my other campaign, we had NPCs that we were controlling, and we designed them just for this. And my NPC made it through a door, and then took 52 points of damage. Was immediately killed.
Oh,
I worked all that time to try and make that person happen. Nope.
No. So-
Remind me to tell you guys about the fodder one shot later.
So you,
Are we
I can tell
in
the
combat
story
now?
at the end or something. Ish.
so Ikara.
He's drawing another arrow, but if you like get away from the window, then he won't like have a line on you.
Okay, so I will duck and roll to the other side of the window so that I'm not in the line of
Yeah.
sight.
Sure.
Are you okay?
Fine.
That looks
I'm
like
fine.
that hurt
Thank
it.
See, actually, even though you've moved, another arrow comes through the window, and then another one. But he gives up when he realizes he can't hit the thing.
I'll be honest. What kind of archer just throws random arrows into a giant room? Feeling fairly confident about this.
I don't know.
Ow.
I never fought an archer before.
Ugh.
Ooh. Oh boy. Can you reach out to the others?
No.
Oh.
Great.
Okay. All right. In that case, watch my back. And then he's gonna.
What?
Kara!
Yeah,
If the car goes to the window,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go through the window.
yeah.
Oh no!
He's gonna ninja flip through the window.
Oh,
So essentially what happened was he tries, because the window is kind of like halfway broken, so he's going to like grab the side of the window shed and then just like use that to propel his legs through the window and kind of like slash through the window and then kind of leap down and then run towards the archer and punch him in the face.
I will also go through the window.
Yes.
All right, go ahead and roll it.
All right.
Probably.
So
I don't
so
know
we
where
have.
I'd end up.
All right, so going for the first attack. Actually, how many people is in front of me? We got, how far are they? 5, 10.
Everyone,
15,
while we're
20,
at this, go ahead and roll
25,
initiative.
30. Oh, perfect.
Okay.
So Ikara sees everybody, and this is where you see him kind of like get next to the archer to get close to him, but instead of attacking, he kind of like roars back and unleashes this entire draconic roar that pretty much fills the entire area, to where everybody within a that I choose within the 30 feet ratio will have to make a DC 13, DC 13 charisma saving throw, or they'll be frightened for him for the next 1 minute. Yeah, I think that's everybody.
$19 for initiative for me.
Oh, and they go and roll my initiative.
I put mine in. Angel Boy's probably going last.
Oh yeah. So you're definitely right there. Charlie, that close worth.
Do we hear this roar, by the way?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Go ahead and enter in your initiatives, if you would. What type of check do they need to make?
Charisma. 17. Okay.
You said the DC is 17?
Oh no. I rolled 17 for initiative, but that's a +5.
Oh.
So,
What's the DC for the charisma save?
13.
13. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it all depends on if you want me to roll for Catherine or not for this, but Achilles got a natural 1. Catherine's would be 21.
3 + 5. 15, 19, 20,
This is some.
And I assume
epics.
you were not targeting Mr. Haranda and his son.
Yes, that's correct. That is correct, yes, sir.
I figured, but I gotta check.
They seem nice so far. They weren't too douchey. Oh, well, no, never mind. I would say that the one guy did try to kick him out the house, but it's okay.
But you're not gonna get him back for that one.
No, not now.
Okay. There we go. It looks like several of them are afraid of Ikara.
Sweet. So that's my action. And then bonus action. That is just a move, so I can't. Is that considered an attack? No, I will have to use. Yeah, so that's it for my turn. I have to use the unarmed attack to use a bonus action attack.
Okay. So we will go then to Naz'in. Oh, still gotta roll Elia. Please hold. You rolled pretty good. And then Yep. So actually, first is going to be Mr. Harold.
Ooh, he is quick.
I knew Achilles was going last.
Get him, Harold.
Get him, Harold. Swipe him down. Swipe him down.
That's a hit. That is a miss. Okay. So you see he puts in a good swing against this person with a shield and bloodies him in a single attack, but he does not go down. This guy's turn. That's a hit.
Oh, there's more people.
Okay.
Who's this dude?
And okay. Okay, we're gonna go back to your car again.
All right. So now that that's in place, he looks up at the archer as his first line of attack, and he's going to rush forward, essentially dive forward, and do like a kick to the stomach, followed by a flash kick to the face. And when he performs that movement, there's like a draconic essence that like wraps around him. This one is going to be made of a golden dragon, like just rotating and swirling around his legs and his torso as he does his two style flash kick, which I'll go ahead and attack. Actually, it'll be a 3 style because I'm going to do a key point to do 3 attacks. So the first one, roll. Beep, beep, beep. Ooh, that doesn't
Sorry,
look good.
Ikara, it's another Bargist. It's immune to all your damage.
Please no. That would be horrible. I'm pretty sure that the first one misses because that is a 12. So I'll go
That first one is a miss.
Okay, let's go for the second one. Much better. Okay, that's 13. So that's a 20 for the second one.
That's a miss.
Oh, that's a miss?
Playing, that's a miss.
I was like, oh, wow,
No,
archer?
This is Legolas the archer out here. Like,
I was like, hold on a second. Did I see you somewhere? Where's your axe?
I would play that campaign of being like some randos that interrupt the Fellowship of the Ring. And they're like, no, you don't understand. We gotta get Mortar. Get out of the way.
It's 7 points of damage for the first attack. Well, it's technically second attack. And then the last one. Ooh, nice. 14 plus 7, that's a 22. So, 21. So that's definitely good. And this one is Nice. 3 plus 5 is 8 points. 8 points. So 7 plus 8. So it's
For
15.
how much total?
15 points of fire damage. And that's
Not bad.
Ikara's turn.
Not bad. He is still up, but he did not like that very much.
Just to verify, is the pink means they're the ones that are afraid of him?
Correct.
Okay, gotcha.
I just picked a random color and I decided on pink.
Oh no worries. Just
I was
wanted to
like,
make sure.
what's scary and frightening? The color pink.
The color pink.
You try getting bubblegum out of your hair? That's bullshit.
We do not like that. All right. Cool. So this guy is scared of you, but he's going to try to drop his bow, pull out a dagger, and hit you. We'll see how that goes for him. Not super well. Does an 11 hit, Ikar?
No.
Yeah, that's gonna be a miss then from that guy.
Like a dodge is out of the way.
Another attack here. That is actually going to hit. Okay. All right. Nezra. You can see Harry and Harold are a little bit mobbed right now, but there's also an archer here that is currently trying to stab Ikara, and not doing so very successfully, from what you can observe.
Those folks are not used to a dragon kid.
Yeah, Nezra, you're muted.
Oh, you're muted. You muted yourself.
I'm having a little bit of trouble on the map telling which ones are the bad guys. So could you just ping me which ones are Harry and Harold?
I will mark the friendlies for you with we'll make them blue.
Okay, cool. I am going to cast Moonbeam.
Oh yeah.
A 5-foot radius. So give me just a second. I'll make a little polygon. I don't know how to make polygons. I'm trying. Okay. So if I hit Alt, it says. I don't know. I tried to make it transparent. That did not work. Oh well. Anyway, it'll look something like that. You can delete that or make it transparent. I don't know what to do with that. And I don't know how to fix it, okay? Doesn't matter.
Fix it for me, please.
It won't even let me delete it anymore. I tried so hard. Okay,
That guy just faded from existence.
Yeah.
So
When I say Moonbeam, I meant the entire
basically, you hit these two guys.
Yeah, so to hit those two guys, they make a dex save, a con save of 15.
So the one that is not frightened passes, the other one does not.
Okay, so the one that is that failed will take 10 points of damage. The one that succeeded will take 5.
Okay.
And that Moonbeam stays up, so at the start of their turn, when they're in it, they will take damage again. And I am...
In Moonbeam, does it on impact and at the beginning of their turn?
It is the first time you enter it and the start of your turn if you start it in there. So this was the first time they entered the Moonbeam when I cast it, and then when they start it, it will hit them again.
I forget. Some spells are like super strange, and I think Moonbeam is one of them because
Yeah.
most things are like it only happens on your turn, but Moonbeam is like on your turn.
Yeah.
And when it happens.
Yeah.
And
It's
then-
very unique.
Some of them
My
are weird.
question is, can I move into this tree area here to give Kira flanking without leaving the threat range?
Yes. So
Okay.
the way that the trees are going to
Ikar.
work is you can actually go under any of the squares. It's really like the center of it where the trunk is, but like you can still kind of occupy the square because like
Put
the
my
trunk
back
doesn't
against
pick
that.
up the whole thing.
Yeah, so I'm gonna keep moving up. So remember that it's there. It is concentration, and then as an action, I can move it. So at the beginning of my next turn, I might move the moonbeam. I'm not gonna take a weapon attack this turn because that would be my.
So I get advantage on attacks since you're flanking?
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So I'm just moving to give more help because I mean the archer's at disadvantage anyway because it's close combat. Plus he's at disadvantage because of
Frightened.
the frightened. So I'm just trying to keep that momentum going.
Hey, who's that Joe Smo walking in the background?
No one.
Mind your business.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Are you talking about this guy?
Yeah, who's that dude? Who's that dude?
Who's that guy? That's a good question. Okay. So you're not entirely sure what this guy is doing, Nezra, but you see out of the corner of your eye a flash of movement, and there's a guy who's wearing some gray robes over here, and you can see he's looking at you, and then he summons a few bolts of fire into his hand and throws them all at you in rapid succession, and all of them just kind of sail like past you in between his friend and you, one on the other side, and then
I lean a little harder against the tree.
the third one actually just like hits this particular tree trunk, and he misses with all three of the bolts. He rolled a 9, a 7, and a 9 on his scorching ray attacks.
Nice.
Like, if this mage survives, he's probably getting demoted at this point.
You're going to and be like,
You call that a scorching ray? This is a scorching ray.
You get the motor back to the acolyte. Oh man.
Stick the firebolt, and you see somebody just grabs the wand out of his hand.
Yep. We're taking you back to cantrips. Oh man.
So yeah. Next is... Who is it? Oh, that's Elia. That's why I'm like, where is she?
Just chilling.
Is she here? What's going on?
He's just
She's
there by
not here. What's
by
going
Nubian. So, are you single? Or...
Oh no!
like, Harry and I kind of have a thing, but it's not like a thing.
Thing,
I mean, we're pretty open about it, you know.
We had a conversation last night. We were talking good.
So she spends her turn making out with Nubian.
Yo, everybody relax.
Let Reed know, like, oh, your character's thinking now.
Cool. Nezra, go ahead and make me or what's your passive perception?
My passive perception is 15.
Okay. You notice that in the fighting, Harry has become bloodied.
Ooh.
Oh. Hold on, let me check my spell list.
See, he was bragging so
Brennan,
much about his.
It's your turn.
He was
You're
bragging.
with us.
Do you
Yeah,
see
I
how
know.
many? Do you see how many people are there right now? Ikara's over there fighting one archer, talking all this smack about like.
You
I'm
even
just saying.
fight, bro?
I'm just saying, man. This dude was like, oh yeah, I know how to use a sword. I'm the greatest
He's like,
slave.
you're with me. No.
Doesn't follow us into the magical city.
Decides to get in a fight all on his own. That's just poor planning.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not by himself. with his dad.
Is that better or worse? I'm really not sure.
I'm not sure.
Like, the family business is dying in combat. That sucks.
Dealer's choice.
Dying combat.
So, focus. We were trying to end this one early for me.
Alright, so I'm gonna guess they hear it or no?
What was your perception check?
I can make a perception check.
You have to understand, like, there's a lot of muffled sound. You're in an
Mhm.
apple orchard. It's not like a wide open field.
Mhm.
I
Did
need
they
to
hear
roll.
the roar though? The dragon roar, or
Would we have heard that?
Does it specify anything about how loud it goes?
let me see.
Like, some of the sonic spells are like, this can be heard within X amount of feet.
Yeah.
Does it say anything about that?
No, it just talks about the range and how many people it can affect. It doesn't say.
Yeah.
I mean, that will definitely be easier to hear.
Mhm.
But let's make a perception check. DC 10.
You see 10? Great. I have a 15, though I have a -1 to my perception.
Yeah, so you definitely hear the roar, and actually with the 15, you hear a little bit of the swords clashing too. You hear this roar, and you're like, "Wait, what was that?" And then you hear, and you're like, "Oh, okay, that seems like fighting."
Okay, yeah. I can only make it out of the door.
Well, and remember, you can take a double move
Mhm.
when you're not making any other actions. So.
You
Would I
dash.
be able to see the fighting from here?
See. Yeah, I'll say you probably honestly wouldn't see Ikara in them yet, but you'd see the melee over here with all these people. That's kind of pretty obvious.
You can
Sight.
probably see the moonbeam because it goes up a ways.
You can definitely see the moonbeam. Yeah, 100%.
Alright, sweet. So let me. Coming for you. I am going to shoot that man
Pew pew.
with my crossbow. Let's see. I need my calculator. Hold on. It is a 23 to hit.
Damn.
Wait, you're shooting your crossbow?
I am.
How far is the range on it?
80 to 320.
So you're shooting with disadvantage.
I am?
Yeah, because I
I
think
thought
that's
If the range is 80 to 320, then that would mean you're at the disadvantage range, probably.
yeah, because
320 is the range that you can go to with disadvantage.
I
Mhm.
gotcha.
So
Alright,
let's measure super quick. Yeah, you're gonna be at disadvantage.
gotcha. Okay, let me. Alright. That's not just that. A 12 then.
Which person were you targeting? You can hit any of them potentially.
This one.
This one?
Yes, that one.
No.
Great.
Nope, that's gonna be a miss, unfortunately. Achilles.
All right. Hearing his friend go through the door there. Let's see how far he can move. So this would be 5 there, right? And then from here, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Get you there, okay. And then so he's going to use his action as movement. Let's see how far I can get out the door. So here by this tree. Okay. And then I want to ask you, I have telekinetic movement, which allows me to potentially move an object that is, let me get the exact wording here. It's there's large or smaller or one willing creature other than myself. Now, I am wanting to ask, so it is up to 30 feet that I can move this. I want to ask, instead of doing that, I want to use that power as an anchor point on a tree that is 30 feet from me and pull myself to it. Can I do that? So I'll pull myself to like that tree or something. Because it's not going to move, but I'm still going to be pulling. Because I'm assuming it's definitely not strong enough to pull an apple tree out of the ground, I would imagine.
Oh, crap. Uh-oh. Aaron dropped.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
Tight. Cool. Then that's what he does. And yeah, so Achilles is now there by that apple tree. And that is
Oh boy.
my entire move. So yeah, he reaches out his hand and sort of like, well, pulls himself along. Catherine is probably gonna need to catch up. She's probably already here by this tree. But what is her movement? Either way, that's my turn.
The Ikara.
Oh crap. Give me just 1 second. Nesra's camera kind of went down,
Sorry.
so I had to.
Zoom crashed, and so I had to reboot.
Ooh.
Oh, damn.
Well, you're DMing now.
You
Actually,
all die as a
Catherine has
fireball.
a much better movement speed than I do, so she's not that far behind. She has 40 movement speed, so she's probably around there.
All right, cool. All right, should be good there. Okay, so Ikara's going to now go ahead and use his legs to pretty much sweep the archer in the kneecap. Again, at this time his leg enchants with a silver dragon aura, which actually is a bit brighter than the other elements because it's matched closer to him. I get advantage. Thank you, Nezra. Boop. All right, well, the first one was a 9. That probably will hit. What's the second one? Okay, cool. That is a 16. 16 plus 16 plus 7. Yeah, that's it. That's a 20, 23. Okay. So 1d4. Oh, that's just a 1. 1 plus 5. So there's 6 plates of cold damage for the first attack. Does it go down? Or is it still up?
He is still up.
Okay. In that case, he's going to attack again.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't think I need to use a key point. Ooh, that was a natural 1. So thank God I have advantage. Much better. Another 16. So that's a 23. And then perfect. Much better. So that's 5. So 9 points of damage. 9 points of cold damage for the second one. So 9 plus 6.
He has been punished.
Okay. So Ikaro says, "Thank you," and then he quickly, you just see him Naruto runs forward to try to cause some distraction. 5. What would be a good spot to go? Wait, which was Harry again?
One of the blue ones.
What are the blue ones? Okay. And we see that he's kind of injured, right? Or he's
Do you
bloody.
see the ping? Yeah,
Yeah.
You can see that.
Okay, so he'll go over to the dude.
It looks
that's-
like they've been fighting for a while.
Okay. So he was 5, 10, 15, 20. You probably go right here. Because you know he's disadvantaged. And
What did you do? Oh, I'm terrible. Sorry. When you do, you notice that there are several bodies of people that had already been taken out, like guards that had already been killed in the fighting,
oh wow.
that are laying around them. Like they've probably been fighting for a while. They've already taken some people out.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, that's my turn. Like I said, just kind of be a distraction for Harry. So Harry hopefully doesn't get too much more bloody. We'll see.
So,
Never.
have
They
either of
already
these...
took damage.
Okay. Because they get 2d10 if they fail it every time.
Oh, I just used the same damage from the first roll. Did you want to re-roll it?
I mean, it was exactly half of what they could get. So if you want to keep it at that, that's fine.
Yeah, I already accounted for that.
Coolio. Well, okay, so they took damage on their turns, and both of them are still
and now they're both bloodied, actually.
Okay. How bad does Harry look?
He's bloodied. It's tough to tell. Beyond that,
Hmm.
he's not like falling over or anything. Like he's not like fighting Boromir fighting from his knees at the moment.
Oh,
I don't know why LOTR is the reference right now for some reason. It's like on
It is the reference for my life. Let's be honest.
I was talking about a lot with people yesterday as well.
Hmm. I don't know which way I want to do this. Okay, I am going to. Let's see. I will leave Moonbeam up in the same spot since neither of them have moved. And I am going to cast. Which one am I going to do? I will cast Guiding Bolt. Does the one here? Sorry, I clicked on it. There we go. This one here. How does he look? Yeah. Going in between the heralds. You are muted.
He's undamaged. Sorry, it gets
Undamaged.
confusing. I'm trying to keep it like off because of the
Yeah.
people.
Well, we can't have that. So I'm a Guiding Bolt the undamaged guy.
Seems fair.
We can't have
Do
that.
it.
How does the natural 20 sound to you?
Yay!
Sounds like maybe death, but go ahead and roll it.
All right. So that's gonna be a lot, honestly. Okay, wait. Which rules do you play? Do you play roll the dice and double it, or do you play double?
We
dice
play double the amount of dice.
Okay. Well, in that
At
case,
my
let me
at
pull
my table, we double the amount of
8d6.
dice.
8d6.
I quite like doing that just because it's fun to roll so many dice at the same time.
That's 35 points of radiant damage.
Ooh,
You have killed another man. You actually,
Guiding
that's
bolt.
Nezra.
I keep
Actually-
using guiding bolt.
you actually managed to blast him right in the shield, and it completely shatters his shield, travels through his arm, and crashes into his chest,
Ooh.
crumpling him to the ground immediately.
Oops. I'm gonna use my movement because I don't like being too far away. Let me see where I
It's
can
just
go.
hiding there behind the trees.
Let's see. I'm gonna move on the other side of this one that is attacking Harold. So I'm in combat with both of them, but it will give flanking for Harold for the one that is frightened of Ikara, because they won't be able to move away without getting out of my threat range. Into my turn.
Okay. This guy actually gonna go for Ikara.
Which one?
The wizard.
A wizard?
The, the wizard,
Oh,
yeah.
wizard.
Does a 13 hit you? I think that does not, right?
No, it does not. I have a pretty
But
high
a
AC.
20 and a 22 would hit you,
Yes,
right?
sadly that would.
Okay. So, you take 10 fire damage and 8 fire damage from two
Ooh.
separate sources.
Ooh, that hurt.
So total of 18 fire damage. Are you resistant to that?
No, not yet. Not the next level. Couple
Not
levels.
yet.
Not yet.
Okay. Well, that burns like real bad then.
Yes. That definitely hurt. You said 18? Whew. Oh yeah, that definitely hurt.
Yeah. He managed to hit you with 2 of them. Elia now knows what's going on after she saw you all running that way. So 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55.
Run, you line.
And then we've got this dude, and this dude. Okay. So that's gonna hit Harold. That's gonna hit Harold. And then Ikara. 15 hits you, Ikara? No, right?
Mm-mm.
So that's gonna be a miss.
And they took their moonbeam damage, right?
Yeah, because I accounted for both of them at the same time. So no, I actually applied the damage on this dude's turn, which is before this dude's turn, but it handled. Lorena.
2 tree. Come on, man.
You're almost there. Almost there.
Alright, I'm still gonna shoot him with my crossbow.
Okay.
I just dropped a D20. Oy. Oh, that's... yeah. A 22.
To hit whom?
Yes, to hit this guy.
Oh yeah, that hits. 22 hits.
22 hits. Where's my damage dice?
22 hits real bad.
Good. That's going to be 6, 7, 8 piercing on him. And because Ikara is within 5 feet of him, I get to have sneak attack.
Yeah!
Sneaky
You
snakes.
do.
Oh, wait a second.
Roll that damage.
Sneaky snakes.
Did that 25% off thing still apply? Remember how
what?
Nuvian and I had like 25% reduced? Oh, okay. Oh, that definitely hurt it then. I just realized that.
As an extra 4 damage for him.
Nice.
So Ikara's definitely on the bloodier side of the spectrum. Originally, I remember he was half, and then I remember, wait, the 25% thing would have came in. I was like, oh crap.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yep. It's pretty messed up.
Yeah.
Is that your turn, Sona?
Yes, because can I just say Cog is moving with
She's moving with Elia, yeah.
Okay.
Where the Cog is moving with Elia.
Cog. Okay. So then I don't think he can really. I mean, he can move there, but that's about it. If he's moving with her.
What do you mean?
The 40 speed movement. If he's moving with Elia, then I guess I don't know.
You basically told him stay with her, so right now he's like,
Okay.
like right next to her.
Alright, he's chilling with her. He'll stay there.
Nice.
Achilles.
Can we see this area here now, Zach?
No, that's where I'm hiding my army.
Oh,
Okay.
great.
Yeah, you can. I'll reveal it. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm like, sweet, we've got an army waiting for us.
Alright, so Achilles is going to move his 30 feet here. And then he is going to... How much does that pitchfork weigh? Does it weigh less than 5 pounds?
Weight of a pitchfork.
The things you don't expect it after Google
Gotta
at the
check.
DM.
Most tools weigh within 2 to 3 pounds.
Hells yes. So he's going to...
I'll say even with your not modern day composite materials, it's still going to be less than 5 pounds.
Tied. So I'm going to use catapult with the pitchfork and
Targeting him.
pitchfork this dude with the catapult spell. So he needs to make a Dex save of what was my DC again? 12. And then he would take
He
half
gets
the
a
damage.
pitchfork through the chest.
Tight. All right.
And-
So I'm gonna
and
roll
he,
the
he
damage.
dies.
Oh, okay, nice.
I have his health pool. Trust me, he dead.
He did.
So that was my movement, my action, and then how many more people can I actually see within range of me, or at least how many people can Catherine see? Because she's moved up, she's a bit behind me. She's faster than me, but she's a bit behind me. How many more people would I estimate are around?
What do you mean?
I mean, like assailants. How many more people? Catherine's about here. How many more people can she see for me to attack?
Really, just the mage.
So just one person. Okay.
From where Catherine is, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I've got it. That's always how I have to judge.
And Ikara, yeah.
Okay. So then I will not use my bonus action to turn on radiant consumption, because if I think there's only one person, it might be a waste.
Sorry, I'm correcting myself. You think there's two, because she can see Ikara fighting someone over here, and she can see the mage.
Okay.
Wait, that's Harold.
No.
What? No.
Mm-mm.
This is Harold. This is Harry.
Harry, yes.
This is the mage.
That's the big
Okay. All right. So she can see two people. In that case, yeah, because you
mean you're not fighting Harry?
Yeah.
Yeah, but everything's happening kind of simultaneously during the turn, so you're still kind of fighting the dude over here.
Achilles will start glowing with angelic fire. And Serena, you will have seen this before, and so will the car. The only person who hasn't seen it before is Naz'in, but he is very bright. So it is within 10 feet around me. You don't want to be within 10 feet of me, basically, but that is active right now. I do, however, take 2 damage at the end of my turn because of that, but it is fine.
So, y'all know how I am with the cliffhangers, right?
What? What?
We are in the middle of
Just
combat.
let me
Zach.
kill these guys in front of me real quick. Just real quick. Like one more turn.
What?
Just real
We
quick.
will finish this combat on the next episode of It's Our World.
Zach, no.
What? In the middle of combat? I have never seen.
Make sure you keep track of the radiant consumption, whatever other abilities you all might have active.
Yeah.
And we're off. We will pick up there on the next episode of It's Our World.
An evil man.
Oh my
So
god.
evil. So evil. All right.
Hey,
then.
this gives you time to hit me up on a Twitter DM for an astrology reading.
Yeah, Adrian.
Hey, Adrian,
Hey.
what's gonna happen next session?
He might
That's
be
what
able
I
to
want
help
my
you
reading to be.
determine the end of that.
I mean.
Oh, man, that's awesome. All right, and everyone, unfortunately, I'm not on mute like last time, so thank you, everyone, for coming by and taking a look at the stream. It was fun times, as always. We would like to see what happens in this crazy escapade of combat, our first combat here. Join us next time on It's Our World. Be starting again at 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Sunday. And of course, if you'd like to talk about what you've seen here via the campaign, either fan art, non-spoilers, spoilers, ask the cast of questions, you can join us and our Discord. The link is in chat. And from there, like I said, you can join us and talk about what you like there. And we look forward to see you all soon. It was a great time as always. Everyone have a great day. Take care for now.
Bye.
Yeah.